everybody, and welcome back to the Gamer Chat Podcast. I'm your host, David Boy, and with me, as always, one Mr. Mopish Lawyer Joe. Joe, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm a little bit tired from the weekend's celebrations. It was my missus' birthday. I say my missus. My fiance's birthday. Oh yeah, just got engaged. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. What? Yeah, it was. So I'm a bit hungover still, but yes. To be fair, I was only yesterday. I was a bit hungover, but yeah, I'm still a bit tired because I was away before that, obviously, and then the weekend, and yeah. How about yourself, man?
Oh, well, before that, massive congratulations. It's a big step in the future for yourself there. So now she's stuck with you. So I hope she realizes. I hope she realizes what she's done.
Yeah. No givesies backsies.
Yeah, no, I've been busy. Playing a lot of Halo, which we'll be doing a review today on.
Good.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, life's just been lifing, I guess. I'll talk more about it in the upcoming month or so, but right now, I'm just not going to say much. But yeah, that's just my mental health rapidly declining at the moment. But make sure you all speak to a therapist, everyone. That's just important.
Yeah, health is wealth.
Yeah. So let's get into what we've been playing this week, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Have you been playing anything?
I've barely played anything. I expected to complete Mafia before we spoke again. I played it for about another hour and have not played anything since because I was away. And then it was the missus' birthday this weekend. I just haven't done anything.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. So I guess we will start the show with my Halo campaign shit pain evolved fucking review. I'm 4 trophies off the platinum.
That's good.
I have finished the lasso run, so the hardest trophy's out of the way. Mm-hmm. Lasso, for people that don't know, is a legendary mode. All skulls on. Yeah. Finished. I finished it this morning. Now it's just cleanup of. There's like a one where you have to play the silent photographer and not shoot your gun or punch or anything. Just run, do the thing, and come back. And that's kind of difficult to do for me because I've just been jumping and shooting things left and center. There's another one where the floor is lava and you can't jump at all, and you have to try and. The best mission to do is the first mission, but there's that left. I've got to do things like kill Captain Keyes, and then defeat all the soldiers that come into the room and just punch them down the front of the ship. It's just small things like that I have left to do. So the next time we speak, I will have platinum the game. So let's talk about Campaign Evolved.
Yeah, go on then.
It's a beautiful game. It is okay. It's an okay game. I've seen some people online slate the shit out of it, and bear in mind, I'm one of these people that think it is not up to standards. But the game is on Unreal Engine, but for some reason, I still think they ported over the engine that they used to make Halo Reach. And bear in mind, they didn't make Halo Reach, Bungie did. Because the AR and the animations of one of the final missions and the bonus missions just seems very Halo Reach. That's all I'll say. I don't want to kind of spoil the 3 bonus missions that we got. But however, those 3 missions aren't really good, if I'm being completely honest with you. The game in Unreal Engine is very good looking, but it is not optimized properly. I'm not sure if you've seen many people online that when they're playing the game, if you play anything higher than heroic, the enemy frame rates drop dramatically, and it's just like a slideshow of all the enemies like just moving around. So when the Flood and the Covenant are on the screen, it's very poorly optimized. I'm going to put that down to Unreal Engine just because, well, do you know what? Fuck it. No. 343/Halo Studios should never make a Halo game again. That is my comment that I'm going to make on this. You make the game, you add sprint to the game, but you don't add a mantle to the game. You add new weapons to the game, but don't add dual wielding to the game. Like, they added the SMG, some other weapons. Like, there's new enemy flood types that weren't in the original. I'm not complaining about that. That's kind of cool. But from what, as I've, like, you've seen me say online, that this game was mainly worked on from contractors and not the actual studio. And the more it tells very bad, especially when you get outsider people to try and start making a new engine or start building Project Tatanka from scratch. That should be an in-house thing, but they don't do that. I think this probably got a good few sales. Like, I say it's hit a few million just for the novelty of it being a Halo game on PlayStation. So it's exciting. The guns feel great. The battle rifle seems redundant after what they've done with the AR. Like, the AR, you can literally just like spray tap it, and like it's a BR, so the BR is kind of redundant. For some reason, you used to be able to one-shot enemies, like elites to the head with a sniper rifle. Now you have to two-shot them. One gets rid of their shield, then the next one is to kill them.
So just gonna say, go back to sales. So this data I'm looking at, which might be a few days out of date, is saying 209,000 units sold on Steam. I can't imagine PlayStation is too different from that.
No, I disagree. I think PlayStation's much higher.
Do you think?
Definitely much higher. That I can guarantee you, it's much higher. Not like it's over the million mark because of the novelty. Like, people who don't forget, like, you can play the Master Chief Collection on Steam. So if you wanted to, you could play Halo 1. Like,
I know, but I would argue that you're. I don't know. Okay, maybe you're right.
We'll find out at the end of the month anyway. So it doesn't really matter too much.
No. But
when it comes to Halo Campaign Evolved, get it if you want. But if you're someone who's played Halo already, just stick with the Master Chief Collection Halo, because there's much more there. Don't even get me started on these fucking customizable things that they got. So generally, if you got the early edition of the game, you got like new skins. It's been reported by Rebs Gaming that they were actually earnable within the game, and when you're in cutscenes, it just goes back to the normal Spartan 117 armor. So you don't even see that armor unless you're in the third person scope, which I'm currently playing through the campaign remakes version of the game and playing it on that, and it kind of feels weird but cool at the same time. So like, for this, like, this is my fourth playthrough of the campaign this week, and it's a good game, but I worry that this is the only thing we've gotten in 5 years since Halo Infinite, and we don't know. I mean, don't get me started on the Sergeant Johnson close-up motherfucker looking like Steve Harvey whenever he's like zoomed in to the camera, and at the end he basically says, "See you in the sequel." So they say there's a second game coming, but there are reports saying that they don't know where they're going with this remake for 2. And Joe, we have Halo, like Halo 2's anniversary edition, and the animations in that, like the cutscenes in that, were made by Blur Studios. I'd argue, to make your life so much fucking easier, just use the exact same cutscenes in that game, because they look absolutely phenomenal. And you've already set a precedent by having like the Elite, the Flood, everything like that. Just remake the game. You should have it out in 2 to 3 years. As a matter of fact, it should even be out like next year, but the fact that there's been 4 projects cancelled in the last like 2 years is just kind of embarrassing. But they now are currently in early development on a new Halo game that isn't a remake, which is disappointing. But when it comes to this game, it's a cool novelty, being able to play it on PlayStation. The frame rate is decent at times, but can also just stutter a lot. The campaign difficulty, there was a bug at the start of the game where, well, for the first few days, when like you could get one shot by a jackal, just like out of nowhere, like the plasma pistol, just one shot out of nowhere. You'd have full HP, full armor, everything, just one shot, and I was going fucking insane. And I wish the best for the team, but they should no longer be working on Halo projects. They've had this IP longer than Bungie had this IP. And in that time frame, we've gotten 4, 5, Infinite, and a remake twice. And nobody liked 4. Nobody liked 5. Bear in mind, I liked the shooting and stuff in 5, but the story was terrible. And we've had more cancelled projects than we've had actual projects. And the best Halo stuff to come out since Bungie left have been the RTS Halo Wars games, which says a lot. I think it's time to... fuck it. At this point, give it to one of the Call of Duty studios. Just give them...
Even, right? Like, to be fair, like, I'd say this, I don't really buy Call of Duty anymore. Nor do I play it that often, but it's fun. It's fun. I would happily still pick up Call of Duty and play with it. And stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's they should. Oh, I mean, to be fair, we all know who should have it.
Warhammer, or what is it? War Machine? Machine Games. Jesus Christ.
Machine Games.
Yeah, fuck.
You were thinking of wargaming, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm having a stroke here. That's what's going on here. Jesus, I haven't slept.
This man has not slept. So
yeah.
Spare him a minute, everyone, guys. This is a professional podcast.
Yeah, and I really, really wish that somebody else took over this, because anything that we've had come to a conclusion when it's come to the Halo Studio / 343 Studios has ended in a book. The story has been concluded in a book twice. It's not been great. But yeah, no, I love Halo. If anyone knows me, I usually play Halo every year. And now that I have it on PlayStation, I'm going to probably play it every year. And I don't really play a lot of games every year. I kind of tend to, but Halo is the one franchise that I play every year. And with that being said, it breaks my heart to say this. I have finally reached Immortal in Destiny. I have hung up my Destiny boots. I'm no longer playing Destiny anymore. I've uninstalled it. It hurt. I was having withdrawal systems for like 2 or 3 days where I wanted to re-download it and play through it, but time for me to move on from Destiny. It hurts. I love it. I will be getting my ghost tattoo in the next month or 2 in commemoration. Yeah. I'm just gonna get it like on the forearm or something, but like I've got a tattoo here, I've got a tattoo on the back of my neck, and I have this one here on my arm. Like this, I've always wanted this arm to be my like gaming tattoo, so I will be getting more. And since when I get the platinum, I might also go and get like the legendary skull Halo legendary skull difficulty thing, which is iconic, I guess. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention, I put up a post the other day. I no longer am playing Destiny, and it breaks my heart because there's nothing left for me to do in that game. I've done everything. I'm now immortal, and I will hopefully be back for a Destiny 3 sometime down the line if someone's ever going to make it. I don't know if it's going to be Bungie. With that being said, let's get into...
Well, I mean, I hope...
You hope.
Because of how it's been. To be fair, they've had fewer chances than 343 Halo Studios. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's get into the world of third-party gaming, shall we, Joe?
Let's get into it. Yeah.
I feel like I've been yapping for a bit. Can you set us up with the first story of the day?
Okay, so in the world of third party, the first piece of news comes in source of a rumor that Lucasfilm has reportedly ended its partnership with Aspyr after problems with the KOTOR remake and Battlefront Classic Collection. The report also mentioned cancelled plans for Galactic Battlegrounds and more Jedi Knight releases. Now, what do you think about this rumor? I don't know what I think about that. As in, do you think it's true? Second of all, would you be glad if it was?
See, I was kind of conflicted with the report, but I said I put it in because it was kind of making the rounds. But Aspyr isn't making the KOTOR remake. They were, but it was handed off to Saber. Saber currently making that, but Aspyr do make the old games. So they did the ports of KOTOR for like Switch. They have done like all of the Jedi Academy, all of the Battlefront, all of the old classic games. They've like ported over to newer things. But the more Jedi Knight releases is sad. And even just to cancel the Galactic Battles thing, that could have been pretty decent too. But I'm not going to say it's a big miss, considering we're going to be getting some Jedi news, like the EA Jedi game, basically, be the best way to put it. We'll be getting that either later this year or next year, so we're not far off from that one. But we also know that the KOTOR that Saber are working on are going to be getting a re-release trailer at some point this year. We don't know where yet. That's the rumor. So,
well, if it's not a Gamescom, it's going to be. There's only one thing it can be, and that's Game Awards.
Not necessarily, because I feel like are PlayStation done with them though? Because PlayStation will have a state of play, or a rumored state of play, like they do every year in September. So it could also be there, or it could be some fucking random Switch thing that shows up because no one expected Kingdom Hearts to show up at Switch, but it did. But
the thing is, I think while you're right, I think it's just more likely to be Game Awards because of the sheer volume of eyeballs that watch that thing.
Yeah, true. But yeah, let's get into the next piece of news where Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen as a hard mode and is getting a 60 frame per second update. We both own this game. I haven't played it yet. I will be going through a lot of my backlog games soon. This game is number 2 on the list after a small indie game that I have downloaded on my Switch that I will play. But other than that, I say it's an indie game. It's actually not. It's not an indie game at all. Don't know why I'm chatting shit. It just feels like an indie game. But yeah, I will be getting to this game later in the year. I have to try and platinum Halo, and then I'll probably platinum Halo tonight. I go cinema. But then again, I might need to take a nap, so I'm not particularly too sure. I'll see what it is, but I plan on playing another game before I play Blood of the Dawnwalker, or Dawn of the Bloodwalker, whatever it's fucking called then. But yeah,
Dawnwalker, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
Dawnwalker, yeah.
Yeah, so I will be playing that, but I will probably be playing Dragon's Dogma before I play that. because Capcom are on a roll and I want to play that game. And you so kindly gifted it to me on Steam, so I'll be breaking it out there.
Yeah, sorry you won't be able to platinum it, but I mean, unless you want to buy it on PS5. But
well, I'll just get the cheat. I'll just get all the achievements on Steam or something. But yeah, let's go over to Ubisoft, where it has been very funny that Assassin's Creed Odyssey has been gathering some numbers after the new Christopher Nolan movie, The Odyssey. And people are kind of going back playing the Assassin's Creed Odyssey, reminiscing, because it's within that time period. You hear about these characters that are in the game that are also in the movie. So it's funny seeing that the player base has doubled. It's like almost like 200,000 or something people playing it right now. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's like, I was actually checking on Xbox, because I first played Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Xbox. I'm like possibly 12 achievements away from 1,000%ing that game, or like 1,000 gamer score. And like I've got 3 trophies on it on PlayStation, but I'm just like, I'll eventually platinum the game, but I was so close when I played it first time, because I played it alongside Red Dead Redemption because it came out around the same time. But have you seen the Odyssey yet?
Have I seen the Odyssey? I've not seen it, no. To be fair, I struggle for people to go with. It's not really the sort of thing my missus will like. So yeah. But no, the short answer is no, I've not been seeing it.
Oh, it's fortunate. Just as well, you're probably not going to go see it in the IBF cinema, because that is booked out until the end of next month. So,
Yeah.
so that movie has been killing it. But let's talk about EA being greedy bastards. Not really. It's a business thing. There is about to be a 55 billion sale set to close next week from private Saudi investors. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be very bad for anyone who plays sports games from EA, because they're monopolized, but they're about to get 10 times worse when it comes to monopoly money. Because this 55 billion sale is one of the most expensive sale to a private investor. And
hang on. The private, the Saudi PIF people who bought it are selling it for $55 billion. What?
They're being bought. Like, they're buying that. The Saudi people are buying the EA as an entity.
Right. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So the sale's set to close. Apologies. Yeah. I thought they were selling it on again for a minute. No, this is still the same sale. It's just that my alarm's going off. That was the alarm I was supposed to wake up to. But yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. 55 billion. I expect EA games to be different from now on. There's already a lot of monopoly in the games, as we found out about. I think it's Madden or NBA 2K27. Like, there's literally a pay to win in the single player mode. So, things like that are just going to get much, much worse. But I've had enough of that. But you know what I am absolutely excited for if this is real, Joe? Mm-hmm. Go. What is it?
The Lord of the Rings War in the North Legacy Edition appears on a SteamDB. We have only been talking about this game recently.
Yeah, we were talking about it recently because we were pointing out that it's on Steam for like it's on third party sales for like 106 euros or something like that it was.
Exactly. And here we are with potential rumors that it is going to be re-released, and I'm not gonna fucking lie, I'm excited. I know it's not an amazing game, but if this does actually come out, I will be ecstatic. It's a game that I remember playing a lot during the PS3 era, and I would like to go back to it because I'm dying for some Lord of the Rings stuff. And unfortunately, Warhorse Studio is I'm gonna be waiting a while for that RPG game that they're making. So, but it's exciting. It is exciting.
So because I could have sworn there was a legacy Steam page for it. That was still, you just couldn't buy. Visit the store page. No, there is. War in the North. It's just no longer available in the Steam store.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. It would be cool if it did come out.
Yeah, so if it does, you heard it here first. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And one thing I've actually also noticed, we actually report the news a lot quicker than a lot of other people, because we kind of do it on a Sunday usually. So we record the news and like upload it within that day, and like I'll see some people reporting the exact same news that we report like 4 to 5 days later. So just letting y'all know, if you want to hear the information first, and we have the gossip, Joe and I have the gossip.
We do. We do have the gossip.
And let's talk about Stupid Never Dies, something I'm pretty much accustomed to. Launches October 21st. This is a game, I think it was at the PlayStation State of Play. If it wasn't that, it was at a Jeff Keighley show. It's a new Sega game, I believe, I think. I'm pretty confident it is. But yeah, it was one of those games where it showed some it's like a romantic fucking game, and it looked interesting at the time. I'm too tired to describe it right now, so apologies, but that game is coming out October 21st, 2 days before Call of Duty, and a few weeks after Gears of War. But we'll be talking more about Gears of War later when we get into the Xbox section. So let's talk about Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Devs can't confirm a physical release. However, that's the talking point about the trend. Personally, this is taken from one of the articles from Inside Gaming. So personally, he really loves seeing people bring physical things and ask for the photographs, FanFests, and community events. He thinks that wonderful culture. He thinks that it's a wonderful culture, and it would be a shame to lose that. Hamaguchi concluded, stating he wants that to remain. So he wants it to be physical, but there's no confirmation right now with how big the game is going to be that it will be on disc. And because of the whole Sony closing down physical shit that we will also be talking about when it comes to the PlayStation news, because they have spoken about it. So it's going to be interesting to talk about. And
it is indeed.
I know you don't care much for Final Fantasy VII Revelations, but it's very confusing when you see that game devs don't even know if their games are going to be released physical or not.
It says to me that they're either going to see how it sells before committing to the cost of it, or there's some contractual thing where they're not sure yet and it's not been determined.
Yeah.
That's me sort of venturing an educated guess. But yeah, it's still interesting because obviously Final Fantasy has been a kind of pillar franchise for PlayStation of recent years. So would they do a physical for just Xbox? I don't think.
No, absolutely not. It would be cool.
Not with all the exclusivity PlayStation's had on it.
Yeah, no, PlayStation are never getting exclusive on Final Fantasy ever again. I can tell you that much now. Assassin's Creed Hexes won't release for another year, it's claimed. This is a news article I seen today, reported by Insider Gaming and some other Push Square and things. That was like, yes, I reported this game was not coming out until the end of 2027. We're not seeing, like I told you, their new cycle. Like, this game is going to be releasing in between October and November of 2027, and the year after that is going to be a remake. That's the new cadence that they're trying to push with these Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd mention that. So it's not like, and there's like other reports saying, oh, it's not going to release in the first half of 2027. We know it's the end. I'd be very surprised if it did. I don't even know if we're going to see a trailer this year. I think it'll be next year before we see the trailer too. Bear in mind, I would love to see a trailer this year, but from what I've heard, there is no trailer. Maybe at Gamescom, or not Gamescom, sorry, Game Awards, but as of right now, there isn't any scheduled for, what you call it, Gamescom. That's the one.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and the final little bit of information when it comes to the third-party information, CD Projekt Red and Shantae developer WayForward are reportedly developing a Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2D or 2.5D brawler, which is in research and design phases currently and has some way before launching. So this game's probably going to be like 2 years out, maybe. But what do you think of a Edgerunners anime style 2.5D brawler in the Cyberpunk world?
It would be very cool.
Yeah, it'll keep the Cyberpunk itch going around for a while. We obviously know that Cyberpunk Season 2 or Edgerunners Season 2 is coming along soon. I'm very excited for that. I cannot wait. I loved the first season. Fantastic. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit hits you like a brick wall at the final 5 episodes. The first 5, you're like, oh yeah. The second one, you're like, no, man, please stop. Why are they doing this? Plays with your emotions. But last week, we didn't really have Nintendo news. However, we got a beefy amount of Nintendo news this week. Okay. Let's start off with dark days loom over Isle Delfino. Clean up a polluted island with flood. At your side in Super Mario Sunshine, coming to Nintendo Cube / Nintendo Classics on the Nintendo Switch 2 for Nintendo Switch Online, plus the expansion pack as of August 13th. So, Super Mario Sunshine coming out August 13th on the expansion pass NSO thing, and this is still absolutely 100% the best service in gaming right now. Better than Game Pass, better than PlayStation Plus, with the amount of games that you can play.
Yes.
And
yes.
This
Despite
game,
it being back catalogue, it is fantastic.
Yeah, and on top of all of that, literally no need for you to own Super Mario 3D All-Stars anymore. Because all 3 games are now accessible. You can buy Super Mario 1 and 2, Galaxy 1 and 2 bundle, plus this on your expansion. So I will be playing it at some point, but I still have to get through Ocarina of Time, which my mind is so fucked up right now, but as we're about to get into right now, I will need to finish it soon. Because Joe...
Because the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time has officially been rated E10 plus for animated blood fantasy violence. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake could be launching on November 11th based on Amiibo. Amiibo generally releases the same day as Nintendo on Wednesday instead of Thursday, as they've been doing since Q2 2024.
So we could possibly have a release date?
Yeah.
It's a week before GTA.
I know, yeah. To be fair...
Nintendo don't care. Yeah, Nintendo don't care though, so it's fine.
Because the GTA is not releasing on Nintendo.
No.
So there's going to be a ton of people who maybe only have a Switch who will be like, I'm going to play this Ocarina of Time remake. And in truth, I'm not sure which one I'd rather play first.
Well, I'll tell you which one I'm playing. I'm playing The Legend of Zelda Remake because it comes out first, gives me a whole week to just cleanse my palate and then just absolutely just demolish my life into like million pieces and just no life. GTA, that's the one. Yeah, I was about to say Final Fantasy, not even the same game.
Let me ask you this. Are we going to be doing a podcast or show with the GTA stream when it comes out?
In what way? You want to do both of us in the Discord chat and we like pop up the game? I can have the game running as I mean, we could. We could. I'll be off. You might need to do most of the talking because I'll be having surgery in my mouth. So, you know.
That's fine. I'll run the. I'll be the
commentator.
The lead or something. Yeah, the lead commentator.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah, I'll be hopefully be able to talk, but we shall see. We shall see. Let's get into some Xbox news, shall we?
I think so.
Bethesda reveals a new logo for its 40th anniversary. Joe, have you seen the logo?
I don't think that I have. I remember seeing it being talked about, so maybe I have seen it.
Go onto the Bethesda Twitter and you'll see it. It's actually, I really like the look of the logo. I think it's really cool. It's got like a retro sci-fi type of look to it. The red.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I like it. I like the look of this.
It is cool.
Yeah, I do. Cool. I really do think it's cool. We shall be seeing. Do we have anything? Yeah, I mean, we technically do have some Bethesda news coming in October 23rd. We'll probably get their trailer or something got to do with Fallout. But that's enough. I just thought it'd be cool to bring up that, you know, Bethesda have a new thing and they're under the Xbox umbrella. So it was the only bit of news that I had at the time before we got into more news that just came out more and more throughout the week. For instance, Gears of War E-Day's open beta dates have been announced. The early access open beta is the 6th to the 10th, and then the open beta is from the 13th of August until the 17th of August. As well as this,
you also see that Gears of War was being advertised at
SummerSlam.
WWE.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Jacob Fatu had a COG logo on his wolf mask, and on top of that, there was like these teaser trailers throughout the show, and on top of that, we actually have gotten gameplay, a substantial amount of gameplay. A lot of content creators have gone and played Gears of War E-Day, so. They played the multiplayer. A lot of them are saying it's pretty good, kind of balanced. One other thing that I've seen is they are promoting or teasing replica Lancers.
That would be fucking sick.
Yeah, depending on how much it costs, I might have to get one for the back wall.
Oh, 100%, man. You absolutely need to get one.
Yeah.
And the thing is, having one of them with the mount would be insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, I had another alarm. Okay, good to know. But yeah,
we really didn't want to miss the show.
I just know that when I sleep, I tend to be extremely unconscious. I remember before I was sleeping, and like I had my phone on my chest, and my partner was she saw the alarm going off, but I was unconscious, fully asleep, and she kind of just waited a minute to see if I'd wake up. And like I had my alarm set to like a heavy metal song.
No, really. Which one?
It was Falling in Reverse.
Falling in Reverse. I like them.
Yeah, Falling in Reverse. I think it was Ronald or something like that.
Yeah. Ronnie Rad. Oh, right.
Ronnie, the song. Yeah, Ronnie Radke, the lead singer. Yeah. But the song was called Ronald, and like my phone was on my chest, and I did not wake up at all. And she like hit my leg, and like I eventually woke up. But yeah, I'm just so unreliant when it comes to alarms. But let's get into Microsoft has confirmed that the recent Xbox outage shouldn't have affected games on disk. Xbox disks are subject to an entitlement check, but they should be still offline. A fix to prevent this from happening will be rolled out soon. Congratulations, Xbox. Congratulations. That should never happen.
No, it should never have happened in the fucking first place. But you know, look, at least they're fixing it, I guess.
They're giving us more feedback and information than another said company
Another
right
company
now.
that we'll talk about soon. Yeah.
Yeah, which
But this is the thing. Microsoft and Xbox are in a position where they have to. Sony aren't.
no, so Sony are like, I don't think you seem to understand the all of the goodwill Sony ever had is gone. Everything is gone.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Like I still think they're very much the darlings of many people. Maybe that's only Nintendo now, but it's Sony PlayStation has got a huge amount of positive. Don't forget, mate, there's all these people, and we'll go into PlayStation in a bit, but like there's a lot of people who don't give a fuck and aren't hearing about this. Like that signature thing is slowing down. Again, we'll get to that, but I think it's only like certain areas of core gamers who are still pissed with them about this. I think there's a lot of people who like, you know, obviously you've got in all sections, you've got the fanboys who will just always buy and do their stuff anyway. And then you've got I think it's only like the chunk like of people like us who really care and like, you know, they're scum. It's really scummy and like and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
no, I'll talk more about it.
You've got all the casual gamers. Yeah. We'll talk more about it in a minute. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah. No. We're almost there. We got like 2 more things to go through. 2 more things. Then I promise we can start Brent and fucking whatchamacallit. So let's talk about 2 more things with Xbox, okay? So Xbox has 3 franchises alone that generate more than $1 billion in annual revenue, and that's Minecraft, Call of Duty, and Candy Crush. These seem to be the obvious ones, I believe. Like they're the only 3 that come to my mind when it comes to this. But as we know alone, that Minecraft was subsidizing the entire fucking Xbox Game Studios development for quite some time. So it's embarrassing, but but yeah, that's just that. 3 games and like that's over 3 billion on 3 games.
Yeah.
Well,
that's most of their.
And one of them is a mobile game.
Yeah. With probably the cheapest running costs.
Yeah, definitely. And Joe, as of 2 days ago or today, I think.
Today, I think. Or...
Yeah, the Xbox has now officially gone up in price again. This was something that we reported, I want to say, like 3 months ago. They actually told us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's actually happened now.
Yeah, it's actually happened now. But let me just see. It's 600.
Would you like to know what they are? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
No, they're still the same price for me. So can you say it?
So I've got Xbox Series XS price increases in the UK and Europe are now 1 terabyte Xbox Series X with the disk drive is now €799.99, £669.99. 30% from the 30% from the 499 and 599, and then the 512 gigabyte Xbox Series S now £429.99, and Xbox Series S, yeah, and it's saying 300. This can't be right. 349.99. That looks like a typo from Tom Warren there that I sent you. Because it's lower in euros.
So the Xbox Series S, the 512 gigabytes used to be 400. Now it's gone up to 500. So
yeah,
like seeing this is actually just comical. Like looking at all of these is just comical, dude. Like who would have thought like 6 years ago that investing in an Xbox would have been a good investment?
Yeah. It's
insane. But let's get on to some PlayStation news. This one I'm going to start off with because I didn't put it in yet, because it was something like that released today, and I read the document yesterday. So I'm not sure if you're actually aware of this one. So I'm going to say it now. Atreus will reportedly be recasted for Season 2 of the live-action God of War.
Makes sense.
We just recasted Ryan Hurst as Kratos in it. So there'll have to be a significant time jump.
Yep. Exactly.
Which it's going to be hard to see how that works out because, well, I mean, depending on how Lao Fei works, like, I hope that this isn't a spoiler for Lao Fei where her journey, we see Atreus, we see him grow up and what he becomes or something like that, you know, and then like the season, something like that. I hope that isn't like a low-key spoiler because I hate when things like that happen in games and shit like that. So, I mean, Marvel do this shit all the time when they release certain trailers for upcoming movies and like TV shows when their big new thing isn't even out yet, and that always pisses me off.
Yeah.
But yeah, like and speaking of Marvel, and it's a new big release Spider-Man, which I'm going to see later. I can't wait. It's a brand new day for Marvel Spider-Man 2. 2 new suits for Peter Parker in today's update. One including the fresh start from the brand new day suit, and the other one is the Marvel Tokon's Fighting Soul suit. Apparently the texture or the look of the new suit from the movie isn't that good, but people are really digging the new Tokon fighting one. It looks pretty cool. I like it. It's been pretty cool to look at now. But let's get on to some DLC news for Neo. It's called the Hell Rising DLC, coming the 19th of August. I've never played Neo 2. Oh, or Neo 3. That's a lie. I played the beta when it came out. Like,
what did you think?
It's really cool. Like, Neo 2 is one of the underrated Souls games. Like, I know it's got millions of sales, but you know what I mean? Like, it's... I think it goes like obviously all the Souls games, so like Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, then Demon Souls, Sekiro, and then like anything that's not a part of FromSoft, I think it's maybe second, so it'll go like Liza P, then Neo 2. But interesting to see that it's getting DLC. It's getting lots of love, which is cool. If the next news report that I have here, Joe, if this is to be true, okay, it is going to be quite a good year for gaming next year, as well as it is this year.
Yeah, it will.
So Nate DeHaye, the reliable source when it comes to leaking shit, he does it all the time. He's been getting a lot of stick lately for the leaks of Legend of Zelda and Star Fox. Bear in mind, I don't approve of these things at all. Like, if there's something that we don't know about and it's like been kept quiet for so long for a reason, like, and it's like maybe a month out from being revealed, you should just leave it be that. But like this, for instance, doesn't bother me because this is a game we know about. Intergalactic is planned for 2027. Wow, if this game actually comes out next year, so you're telling me we're getting a God of War and a new Naughty Dog game in the same year? That's kind of insane.
That's mental, isn't it? This is why I think it could be. I mean, to be fair, God of War is February.
And this like ends up the year.
So this could end out the year, maybe. Although it wouldn't surprise me if it was just fiscal 2027.
Which could lead into 2028 up until March.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
We'll see. If this is true, this is incredible news, and I can't wait to see it. And because you know that within a year we will have seen it, definitely 100% we will have.
I will argue we will see it this year.
I think you're right,
and I think we'll actually. But at the same time,
being safe.
Yeah, people don't like Naughty Dog though. They just like hate Neil Druckmann for some weird reason because he's Israeli. But you know all those people.
Okay, right,
Yeah,
To be honest with you, like,
you know the type I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
But
The people who are for protecting everyone except when it's people that they decide they don't like. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like seeing Intergalactic. There's two ways it can go. Okay, we will see maybe like a small glimpse of actual gameplay because we don't know. We know that the game is a quote unquote hack and slash maybe a Dark Souls type of game, Souls-like game. But that's all we know. We've never seen the character move or anything. We know nothing about the story other than it's a retro style sci-fi thing, which it's one of my favorite aesthetics of all time. I love Cowboy Bebop. I love Trigun. I love sci-fi shit. All right. And Akira is still one of my favorite movies of all time. But I really hope this releases next year because I would like to take some time off work at the end of next year and just play the shit out of this too. I love a Naughty Dog game. I originally planned on like making a video series on platinuming every Naughty Dog game and got extremely humbled by Uncharted. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do this anytime soon. But yeah, let's get into the PS Plus games of the month. We've got Big Walk. It's kind of like a friend slap game. I think this is the first time it's releasing.
Friend slap. Yeah.
Then we've got Signalis. It's a game that's been on like Xbox for quite some time. So it is pretty good. I think I played it back in the day when it came out at the Game Pass. It's pretty decent.
Hang on a minute. Big Walk is launching tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that's, I mean, it's launching.
It's by Panic as well. They're the Untitled Goose people.
Mm-hmm. Like it's a big game, but I call it a friend slap game because it's one of those games you need with your friends. But
fair enough. Yeah. Friend slap is so funny though, as a word.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It's a genre, by the way. It's a gaming genre. Then we've got Dying Light 2. Very surprised with this one. Definitely just remember that you don't have to play these games. You can download them to your library and then you can play them at an additional date, depending whatever Sony decides to do with all their digital games at some point. But as long as you add them to your library, they're yours until you see fit. And then, yeah, Dying Light 2, pretty cool. I remember I bought this game when it first came out. It was like in January, like 2-3 years ago. But the game was so buggy, I just like traded it in after like a week. I was like, yeah, no, I just can't play this. Oh, some big news when it comes to PlayStation's financials, though. So PlayStation has reached 95 million consoles shipped, okay? 1.6 million consoles sold in the first quarter of this year. So it's down 36% year over year. Overall sales quarterly are 5.8 billion for the quarter. So that's up by 0.5%. Essentially flat, impacted by decreased sales of hardware and third-party games. Operating income profits are up 37% thanks to the new tariffs. So the tariffs are doing its job, basically.
Yeah. Which, hang on a moment. The tariffs which the company are getting refunded for, but not us.
Yeah.
The people, not everyone who paid them, either the Americans or the fucking people on our side of the chain.
Yeah.
The company's just passed on the tariff charge. Mm-hmm. Now they're getting refunded for them. Absolutely fucking disgusting.
Yeah. It is pretty diabolical.
It should be mandated to wherever the tariff
is located. Yeah. So it should be just that in America, like this. You know, I know what you're getting at, so I 1000% agree with you. 125 million active users, 2% up year over year. Digital download ratio 82%, negatively impacting by increase in costs, notably investment in next-gen platform development and restructuring costs. So that digital sales is looking pretty I mean, a lot of it's DLC and like downloadable stuff from things like Call of Duty, Fortnite, shit like that.
Exactly, yeah.
But still, not great
and
to
also,
see.
don't forget, right? So, into 82% digital download ratio, that will be also gift cards as well. And I heard a thing from through work that like 20% of PlayStation Store revenue came from gift cards. That's because loads of people who've got PlayStations are not old enough to have a credit card of their own. So, mum or dad, they get gift cards to buy stuff online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Like, that's the way it's going to have to be now as well. Come 2028, where...
Yeah, but my point being is that let's say they've got if that stat is true, and I don't know like completely, but I'm pretty sure that it's right. If 20% is from gift card, that actually means that that's potentially a chunk out of the physical market.
Yeah.
Because those are the people buying them from the shops, the gifters.
And there's actually one thing I want to mention as well. It's something I didn't put in the Nintendo thing, the Nintendo segment, but Nintendo count the physical key cards as digital sales, which I think they shouldn't be, but that's what they do in their sales.
Sorry, say that again.
Nintendo count their key card games, so ones that aren't physically on the disc, so like the ones that are like partially on the disc.
Yeah.
They count them as digital sales. But I have to go to a shop and buy it physically, and I own it physically, but it can't be a digital, you know?
Yeah.
So that's that's just another thing where like you see these online sales, they're being skewed by a lot of things. Like for instance, when people say that like, what was it, like 90+% of Resident Evil 9 was digital, but when you take out like 40 to 50% of that being PC player base, that's only digital, like the numbers get skewed again. So, but yeah, let's get into addressing the global memory shortage. Sony has secured the quantity of memory necessary to meet their project sales for the rest of 2026, and there is no change of our plan for hardware profitability from 2026 that remains similar to 2025. So as they said, they are stepping down on, they're not looking to subsidize their hardware sales anymore. As we know, that's like one thing that a lot of companies do, sell your hardware at a loss and make the sales up in software. So that is interesting to see. But like, have you seen that Xbox still, like, even with the new latest price that's just happened, they still take a loss of €150 within the current. It's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
So here's the fun part Joe. Here's the fucking fun part. Sony CFO Lin Tao says player backlash over PlayStation ending physical production in 2028 has no impact on their business so far. At this point in time, we are not seeing any impact on our business as of now, but going forward, about the content sales, a large part is already digitalized, and therefore, as a result of discontinuation of discs, we don't see that there will be any negative impact on our business. However, as I already said, the players have attachments, and we have to think about how to respond to those feedbacks. So I saw this, and I was like, yeah, okay, I guess, but if you are a physical gamer, okay, and if you're a digital gamer, and there's only one way of making this, like, quote unquote, like, blackout that's happening like this month. There's no games releasing on PlayStation that are substantial this month. If you want to do this blackout, do it when Wolverine comes out. Wolverine is their next big game, you know?
You're absolutely right.
Like, doing it in August, like, they're like, oh, yeah, that's nothing.
Or only pick it up physically.
Yeah, true. Only pick it up physically. But, like, that's my point where don't even do anything digitally at all.
Yeah. The other thing people could do is unsub.
I mean, they have. A lot of people have, but Joe, I think
Lots of people have. They've not. They've just said they haven't really noticed.
Oh yeah, but you want to know why they haven't noticed?
Why?
Because when that news hit, like for a whole week, I'm canceling my PS Plus. A week later, what do you mean Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 are now on the PlayStation Store?
Yeah.
Oh well, I need PS Plus to play. Yeah, fuck it, I'm getting PS Plus. They overlapped each other and it just balanced it out.
But this is it, right? If people really cared enough, they would go without. Because old games anyway, like so. People, and this is the problem with people in general, is like people get outraged about stuff but then don't vote with their wallet the way they should. And I think companies know that and that will happen in a lot of cases. Why corporations get away with so much shit. Like people, like if you really give a shit, stick to your guns and actually vote with your wallet and don't just be like, oh, it's fine, blah blah blah, because nothing will change otherwise.
I mean, like, I am picking up Wolverine physically.
You always do, though.
If I like the option, like for instance, Blood of the Dawnwalker, like a week before that, I get a nice steel bookcase with it. I'm so excited, I can't wait. And yeah, like Wolverine, I feel like the only way to make a difference is not to buy it digitally to make a stand, but at the same time, are they even making enough copies of the game to subsidize that? Because remember when Resident Evil 9 came out, Requiem, people were having difficulties getting it physically because it was sold out in a lot of places. So,
indeed,
you know. But there's also that FOMO where people are like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to pick it up because I heard it's been really good. Like there's always going to be that type of thing. And it sucks, but that's going to lead me into the final topic and the final piece of information, which is kind of the nail in the coffin in a way. But I still want physical. I'll always say for that. But let's just get into the PlayStation physical year 2026 first quarter, so from April to June, physical versus digital revenue. Oh man, digital games revenue $1.2 billion. Physical games revenue only 128 million. Only 128 million. To us, that's a lot of money, but to them, they're like, not enough. 128 million. What do you think of that? The 1.2 billion compared to the 128 million?
Well, I think it's an extremely big difference, but it's. I mean, we all knew it was the case, but don't forget, digital games revenue will include gift cards as well. So 20% of that.
Yeah.
So it is skewed massively. And this obviously ties in back to what I was saying earlier with that. In addition to which, I wonder if digital games revenue, are they counting services and stuff like that? Like
it's all of the digital stuff. So anything from any DLC, any purchase in a game, subscriptions, everything like that.
Yeah, exactly. So of course it's massively skewed because they're probably getting 300 million a year, or so a quarter, 300 million a quarter just from PS Plus subscriptions alone.
Yeah.
And then you factor in gift cards as well, which is digital revenue. but it's actually bought physically. So, and that it's massively skewed. The thing is about statistics is they can be given to you in ways to give you or to justify certain outcomes. And I think Colin Moriarty, he put something, and it's been shared around recently, about exclusive games and the weight of them, and saying that obviously it doesn't matter as much as people think. And where maybe I don't necessarily disagree with that point as such. I think the data used is skewed massively because the economics have changed, including how long it takes and how expensive it is to make games. And like I said, how long it takes, and then also the different competition at those different stages being different. And this is my point. Like, data can be used in lots of different ways to try and justify certain outcomes. It's why politicians are able to, shout different stuff. Like, it's just ridiculous, because they'll grab a piece of data and then say, "Oh, this piece of data means this." It's like, yeah, but there's a bit more to it than just that data, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I want to be optimistic when it comes to it, but when they just try to push everything digital and try to make any piece of something that happens is considered a digital thing, like, and everything that you said is spot on. Like, it's a shame. And as we go forward,
is the thing though, Dave. Like, if everything is a digital sale, that's much better margin for them, right? So when they sell a copy of a game through the retailer, there's obviously the making or the manufacturing costs, and then there's also the retailer margin. When something is bought from their store, they make 100% of their margin. Because they don't have to pay the 70/30. It's PlayStation 100. Or they have to pay to the publisher
30%.
If it's third party.
Yeah,
they'll get that. But if someone buys the game
physically,
PlayStation get that revenue, not the retailer.
Now, I think PlayStation, it's like 3% goes to the retailer, which is basically nothing.
What? No, for a physical game that's not PlayStation. So that's the distributor.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Distributor revenue is about 3 to 7%, generally speaking. But then the retailer has, like, with AAA, it's normally like 80/20 or worse. But yeah, like, so I work with a big retailer, physical retailer, and they take 20. So 20%, and then there's a bit in the middle which is someone else, and that's if it's a third party publishing a PlayStation game. So I'm going to take an example, but like, let's say Call of Duty. When Call of Duty publishes on PlayStation, a physical, who gets that money?
PlayStation. It gets everything.
No.
Oh, the other. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. It's that's where it gets skewed.
Game, it's the publisher.
Yeah, publisher. Yeah.
The most of the money, or the developer, or both, whatever the rev share is between them. Then it's the distributor and then the retailer. So PlayStation don't make a share if it's a third party. Where they make the share is by their own storefront.
Yeah, I think that, like, when it comes to the whole storefront thing as well, I think that's why.
But this is why they're creating a monopoly, though, Dave. Because if the only place that you can get a game is
PlayStation,
published is on their store. So this Steam don't have this problem because they have a thing called publisher keys, whereby you don't have to go and buy a Steam game from Steam itself. You can buy it and on all the online retailers and soon in physical retailers and stuff. And PlayStation don't have that. So this is part of the issue, and this is why they want it to be digital, because long term, it's better for PlayStation to have everything as digital, because physical, all it really does is strengthen the PlayStation ecosystem.
Yeah. I mean, you are right. And obviously, if anyone out of the two of us is going to know, is you because of your line of work, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on a moment. I'm just double checking myself here.
No problem.
Okay, the platform licensing royalty, yeah, of about 15% of the game's retail price. So there is, it's not quite as like that. So there is a platform royalty. But the point being is that they make a shit ton more money from selling it on the PlayStation Store. So when a publisher makes publishes a game on disc, they have to give a percentage for platform licensing royalty. Hello?
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to do like the process in my brain.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's basically when a third-party publisher sells a physical disc game on a PlayStation console, Sony typically makes a platform license royalty fee of roughly 15% of the game's retail price.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, that makes sense. And like, we can see why they want to get, like, they just want to be greedy and cut out the middlemen as well.
Did you see also that they're planning on doing things like code in a box?
Yeah, it's like that is like to have the percentage thing between retailers and stuff like that, because it's to prevent the monopoly thing is the reason why they can't be like fully.
Yeah.
But like, obviously it's still bullshit because it's just a code in the box.
Yeah, exactly. And who do you think makes all of that? Like, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things. Because a publisher can't get a PlayStation code, I don't think, without PlayStation's permission. Like, if you go and look online, you can buy Xbox codes for games on third-party retailers, but you can't for PlayStation, really. If you do, the only ones that are literally code in a box that have gone onto grey market.
Yeah, I just think there's going to be some crazy legislations, like the EU are going to have to step in with things are going to get bad with all this. What do you think? Do you think it's going to get to a certain point where the quote unquote monopoly?
Yeah, I do. I think they, especially if what do you call it? Especially if it's if it's only. Yeah, I think they are going to. If they don't allow, if they don't move fast on it, it will definitely have monopoly issues. But they don't at the moment because nothing's really happened yet. You just wait for it to happen. You know, we're at a point now where that will happen.
It won't happen?
No, it will happen. It's just when. It's when, not if.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. So Sony have going to, like, people like us are going to have our heads in an absolute whirlwind over the next like year when it comes to all this stuff, because there's going to be people on both sides. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it should be an option for physical. It just should be an option.
Agreed.
Or like, you can think of it this way. PlayStation can double dip on their fans. Oh, here's the digital version of the game 5 to, let's just say, like when you go to the movies, you pay to see the movie, right? But about 3 to 4 months down the line, you're going to get a 4K copy of it physically if you want that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's just PlayStation. I hope we have some good shit to talk about next week. I'm sick to death of talking about this physical disc thing with PlayStation. I feel like there is going to be some news soon because we are approaching Gamescom very, very shortly.
Indeed. We are approaching Gamescom very shortly. So, yeah, I'm very intrigued to see any news in this area.
I've been looking there. For Nintendo, there is a Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave Direct tomorrow, 3 p.m. UK. It's roughly going to be about 20 minutes information about the game. Xbox added new art for their 25-year anniversary. Nothing too special there. We've also got some news on the War Hammer 40K animated series in development at Amazon, and Henry Cavill is going to produce that. Sorry. So it's the project will serve as a spin-off of the animated series anthology series Secret Level. So did you watch that Amazon series Secret Level?
I did not. No, I've not seen it. Is it any good?
Oh, it's cool. It's like multiple different there's some episodes that are really good, and the Space Marine one is probably one of the best. So it's exciting to see what might happen there. So, but other than that, I don't see anything. Are you seeing anything else that's like popping up?
I haven't. No, I've not seen anything that's popping up recently. No.
All right. Well,
not in that area.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then that's this week's Gamer Chat up and out, I guess. So, Joe, if people wanted to find you, where can they find you?
Right here. Find me on the Gamer Chat podcast. Find me at 3 Gaming Pillars and on platforms as Mopish Lawyer.
Yes.
What about you, man?
Oh, please don't find me anywhere. Just find me at the bottom of the ocean. Hopefully, in the next few days. Who knows?
I've lost sound.
You lost sound? It's good.
Yeah. I stopped being able to hear you. What did you say?
No, don't worry about it. I'll make it.
Because I could just see you. I could just see you doing like.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'll clip it out and I'll show you, and I'll just have that edit as like a highlight of this clip, just to make it easier.
Okay. Well,
I'm not repeating it. I'm not repeating it. But yeah, no.
Is it offensive?
To some people probably would find it offensive, but you know. But yeah, no. You can find me over at Davey Plays, or actually, I think my Twitter is now officially the Gamer Chat Pod. So yeah, the most of my stuff now will just be the Gamer Chat Pod, but I will be obviously the main person behind those accounts, and we'll have the Twitch channel up running soon. I just need to mentally clear my head before I start doing anything live, and we shall be getting a lot more content out to you people. I know currently at the moment this channel is only having one video a week. However, I do plan on making a Halo video. I just need to get the platinum first, and I'm writing a review, so I need to just get my full experience out of the way. But when I get the platinum, I'll make the review, and then we'll have that. Joe and I will also have more videos coming up very soon. We'll be going into a deep dive discussion on Gamescom. We will be talking about what's at Gamescom and what we're looking forward to, and more stuff like that. And as Joe mentioned, we will more than likely be doing pretty much a walkthrough, I guess. Would you say it's a walkthrough, or just a first impressions of the GTA when we get it?
I would say let's decide later.
Yeah.
We'll be doing something though.
Yeah.
First impressions for sure. Well, but whether or not it's the other thing, I don't know.
Yeah. No. Oh well.
So walkthrough, don't forget, it'll take a long time for me.
Oh well, me too. Especially with this type of game where you kind of want to see a lot. Like we'll just like have like we'll probably like have like a video, an hour, 2 hour long video. Probably talk about gaming news and the game, things like that. But Yeah, Joe, I love this. I love this prayer part of the week. Also, something I didn't mention at the start. Leeds beating Liverpool 4-2.
Yeah, I was wondering when this might come up.
My mind has been so elsewhere that I haven't even talked about football, and Leeds is literally my life. So that just shows you where I am right now. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. We won. Hopefully, it's a sign of many things to come in the Prem. But yeah.
Well, it's either a sign that we're going to get relegated or that you might win a title.
Nah. We'll get Europe. I want to say, but that's just being very optimistic. Newcastle are getting relegated, buddy. I don't know about you. Newcastle are getting relegated.
You think so? You know what? Maybe.
Eddie Howe just walked.
I know. Yeah.
And Bruno Guimaraes has gone to Arsenal. So.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a rough time to be a Newcastle fan, but yeah, let's wrap this up. What are your plans now?
I'm going to go back and do a bit more work. As we record this on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to chill out and get some rest, get an early night, because I'm still, I woke up this morning and I felt like I'd been on a bit of a bender, to be honest with you. I felt like really low in mood, and I really lacked the motivation to do anything. Like getting up and going on a 5K walk really helped, but as in it just got things moving and stuff. But yeah, honestly, I can't wait to just hang up the headphones, so to speak, and whatnot. What about you? You going to try and get some sleep before you have to go out?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get like a 2-hour nap in, and I will go see Spider-Man and then come home, probably sleep a little bit more, have some ribs, and try and plan on Halo or something.
Fair play, man. Well, look, hope you feel better. Get some good rest and enjoy the film. Give me a shout if you need.
No problem, buddy. And thank you everyone for watching, and we shall see y'all in the next video. Peace out. Where's the